I think God blessed me to play football, but I haven't played football in 40 years. People still talking about me playing football.
Yeah, that's just not true. He's gonna, there's like a 50-50 chance he's gonna be a senator in a couple months. And he has no idea what decade it is. Now, I will grant you, there is a very small chance that is Herschel Walker attempting to be folksy. And so sometimes I'll say like, oh, I haven't been in college in 30 years or something. Although, well, that's actually getting close to true. Anyway, I don't think that's what it is. I think that his brains are Swiss cheese, as will be demonstrated by clips we'll be showing in just a minute. He doesn't, think about how long it took Dianne Feinstein to reach the brain state she's in. Decades of service in the Senate. You're gonna choose Herschel Walker to go in at that same level? Wait, how do you think that goes in 6 years, Francesca?
I mean, I don't know. I know nothing about, wasn't it college football?
Yeah, no.
I mean, he might be pushing 60,
been playing for a long time. He's done other sports. He did this MMA thing at one point. That was only like a decade ago. He was in the Olympics a few decades ago.
Okay.
But maybe he's mixing the sports up. I don't know. I think we're doing a lot of work that really should be left for his PR team in attempting to explain what it is he means when he speaks.
Oh, his PR team is a magic 8-ball. He just shakes it and he's like, sources say no. That's straight up, that's his brain.
Yeah.
But also to me, it's weird to be like, no, that's the only thing you have, Mr. Walker, is your football legacy. You're like a local hero, supposedly. Don't shy away from that. Otherwise, you're just, half-baked Republican talking points and domestic violence. That's really all you are. So you should definitely focus on the football.
Give him his credit. He was an FBI agent for a number of years.
Okay, right.
According to him. Anyway, look, we're leading off with the light stuff, him being insane and not mentally competent to serve in office. But then let's get into what he would actually do potentially in office with this clip.
Where do you stand when it comes to abortion? That's something that's a very hot.
Well, I am a Christian and I stand for life. I stand for life, and I don't make any excuses about it. I stand for life, and people always say you got any exceptions, and I say even in the Bible, they don't talk about abortion, and in Georgia, majority of the people, kids aborted are black, and I said it's hard because anyone that been a victim of crime, my heart goes out to them.
Okay, so quick fact check. They do mention abortion in the Bible. They explain how to do it. They don't take a stance against it. They seem kind of okay with it. But that's just to be clear. I'm not a Christian, I suppose. So I don't know, maybe he could read the book that he pretends to be such a big fan of. In any event, that is Herschel Walker, a candidate for the Senate, saying he does not support any exceptions. He wants abortion to be illegal in every case. No exception for everything, but don't worry, when you potentially die as a result of the complications, that he won't let you end. If you were raped by your father or something and you're being forced to give birth to the result of that, his heart does go out to you. And that's something. That's better than having control over your own destiny and over your own body. That's better than all of that. That this guy, his heart will go out to you, Francesca.
I really feel that. Ooh, yeah, sorry. Should I write you a note? I think the one silver lining I'm gonna just point out is that he did say the victim of a crime. And to be honest with you, the way that the GOP has been throwing around the word rape is just incest or rape. Well, it's just, look, a baby is a blessing, at least he's saying the word crime. Let's remember that those things are crimes. This is supposedly the tough on crime party. And so maybe he slipped up and accidentally called it what it was. But it's an effing crime and no one should be made to carry that kid. And let's be real, no one should be made to carry a kid that they don't want, no matter what the circumstances of it are. But like, yeah, it's par for the course, obviously.
Yeah. No, I'm glad that you acknowledge that, because it has been very clear for a long time that for most Republicans, ostensibly they would say that rape is bad. They imply that it's bad when they're talking about rising crime rates. They say there's more murder, there's more rape. That implies that they're against it. But in particular cases, they sure don't seem to think that it's a massive problem. I mean, we were doing that story yesterday of the church group telling young women to forgive their rapist and that sort of thing. Like, take a look at some of the college kids who've had high profile cases where we're supposed to pretend that it's boys will be boys, that they're just raping people passed out at parties and things like that.
Affluenza.
They sure seem to think affluenza. No, a woman controlling her body is 10 times the crime to a Republican than her being raped by someone. And maybe Herschel Walker actually feels differently. It doesn't change his position on your ability to control your own body, unfortunately, but maybe he's marginally different.
For more political news, breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.